This is Learn the Burner. I'm Garrett.
Hey, this is Neville.
And today we're talking about Godzilla, the
Godzilla.
1999 Matthew Broderick film.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're talking about other Godzillas. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run down the list of Godzilla movies from the very first one to the most recent one and tell you about each one.
I can't wait.
The first Godzilla film came out in 1954. The Godzilla, also known as Gojira, is a 1954 Japanese kaiju film directed by Ishiro Honda. So, it's a kaiju film. So it's like a subgenre of movies. Okay, so it's a monster movie, but it's a Japanese monster movie.
Kaiju means monster.
Whoa, look at you.
Thank you, Metric.
Thank you, Ferris
Strange
Bueller.
beast.
Oh.
Kaiju means strange beast, which I guess is like mystical creatures.
Good to know.
Some sort.
Good to know. So the plot of the first Godzilla movie, they're on Odo Island, and there's a disaster that happens on the island. A storm strikes it, destroying the helicopters, and Godzilla is briefly seen. The residents travel to disaster relief areas, and there was reportings of a giant dinosaur. Okay. There's findings in Tokyo estimating that Godzilla is 50 meters tall. And they rush to go see the giant dinosaur.
All right.
He concludes that Godzilla was disturbed by an underwater hydrogen bomb test. And so no one really knows if that's true or not, but I assume it is true.
Again, with the Cloverfield parallels.
That's true.
My God, Cloverfield owes Godzilla a lot of money.
Okay, so Godzilla is currently out in the ocean. The Japanese government's trying to kill him. So they construct a 30-meter tall electric fence around where Godzilla is. So they're going to try to kill him that way. So Godzilla breaks through the fence. The fence didn't work. And he goes straight to Tokyo with his atomic breath. And he totally...
How tall is Godzilla?
Huh?
How tall is Godzilla?
50 meters. How many feet is that?
50 meters, okay. And what? They put up a 30 meters is 100 feet. So they put up a 30-meter fence to keep a 50-meter...
Yeah.
They're stupid.
That's what they did. I guess they...
You're going to roll over the top of that thing.
I guess that's all they
Not
can
even
do.
like...
I guess that's the tallest fence they can make.
Waste. True. You know, you think instead of erecting a fence, they would have...
Yeah. So there's tanks.
Something more destructive. Nothing.
So
There's tanks?
There's tanks and there's fighter jets, and they're trying to kill Godzilla. Some of the survivors have radiation sickness. But they fail, and Godzilla returns to the ocean. So they come up with a bomb called an oxygen destroyer, which disintegrates oxygen. Okay. So they're going to use this bomb and try to kill Godzilla.
So suffocate him.
So they take a boat out with the bomb. They try to find Godzilla. They do find Godzilla. And they hit Godzilla with the bomb. And that's it. And that's it right there. And
they drop the bomb on him.
And Godzilla dies. So this is the first Godzilla movie, and it's Godzilla versus, the Japanese people, I guess. And they kill Godzilla.
but it was just a baby, and the mother was pissed.
They didn't say. Okay, so 1955 rolls around. 1 year later, the next movie is
Hold
called.
on, pause.
Huh?
Pause real quick.
Okay.
Oxygen bomb.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's the bomb that they used in the latest Godzilla movie too. I didn't realize that was a callback.
It indeed was a callback.
Huh.
But what? It like chokes the monster or what? It splits its fucking the water in its bloodstream.
It suffocates the monster. But here's the thing: Godzilla lives underwater, so like.
He was holding his breath the whole time.
Yeah, I feel like he could just hold his breath for a long time. But yeah, that's the
like
plan.
He's breathing in water. Like, what was he doing?
Supposedly that killed Godzilla right there. And Godzilla was just a bad guy, interestingly enough. Okay, so 1955 rolls around. The movie comes out. Godzilla Raids Again. It's a Japanese kaiju film. Another one. Here's what happened. Two pilots are hunting for schools of fish, and they're in Osaka. Their plane malfunctions, and they're forced to land on a little island. And then whenever they do, they encounter Godzilla and a quadruped monster. And then the quadruped monster falls off a cliff into the ocean. And
quadruped monster, was that a four-legged monster?
Yeah, I guess it's a quadruped monster. And they research it and they find out the quadruped is an ankylosaurus called Angurius.
Oh my god.
And it is it's one of those dinosaurs that looks like a turtle with a spiked shell. Kind of looks like Bowser, except he's on all fours.
Oh, yes. Bowser. That's a good one. I like that. But he's got the dome head.
Yes.
The dome head ass dinosaur.
Okay. So it's determined that both of these monsters were reanimated by the Hydra bomb tests. So Godzilla arrives on the shore of Osaka while a blackout of all the city lights is being enforced. They use jets with flares to lead Godzilla away from the shore. Godzilla pursues the flares, leaving the shore. Meanwhile, a prison truck transports criminals to another part of the country. The convicts hijack the truck, and after a lengthy chase with the police, the truck crashes into an industrial building and starts a massive fire. The fire attracts Godzilla right back to Japan, and moments later, Anguirus emerges and attacks Godzilla. As the monsters battle, the convicts attempt to escape, but drown when the subway is flooded. Godzilla kills Anguirus and returns to the ocean.
Oh, it's so violent.
Yeah. Yeah, they all die, and there's some convicts that just created a big fire, and Godzilla's like, what's going on over
here? Well, that's one way to get Godzilla's attention. Well,
yep. So the military is now looking for Godzilla. They spot Godzilla swimming like offshore somewhere. Then they straight up drop bombs on Godzilla, but they're unsuccessful. Godzilla then wades towards the shore. Kobayashi is killed while trying to distract Godzilla from returning to the ocean. He's also devastated, but realizes that the military can shoot missiles at the mountain and bury Godzilla in an avalanche. So they shoot missiles at the mountain and bury Godzilla in snow and ice. And that is the end of Godzilla Raids Again, 1955.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they killed Godzilla again at the end, kind of.
So when does Godzilla become a hero? Like everybody knows him.
I don't know. So the third movie is 1962, King Kong versus Godzilla. Ha ha ha. All right. King Kong is finally on the scene. So, Mr. Taco, head of the Pacific Pharmaceuticals is frustrated with a television show his company is sponsoring and wants something to boost his ratings. When a doctor tells Taco about a giant monster he discovered on the small Faroe Island, Taco believes that it would be a brilliant idea to use the monster to gain publicity. Taco immediately sends two men named Sakurai and Kensaburo to find and bring back the monster. Meanwhile, the American submarine Seahawk gets caught in an iceberg. The iceberg collapses, unleashing Godzilla. Okay. So that...
An iceberg? I thought he was an avalanche.
Yeah, well, I guess it was an avalanche. 10 years goes by. Because the movies happen in real time. So this movie came out 10 years after the last movie. Sorry, not 10. This one came out in 1962, and the last movie came out in 1956. So it's been maybe 8 years. The ice froze over, turned into an iceberg.
Because that happens.
I mean,
all the time.
I don't know. I'm not an ice scientist, but...
How do you think icebergs get there? Avalanche, am I right, ladies?
They're born. They're born from a giant... from aliens drop it off.
From the a mama iceberg.
Yeah.
Drops two baby icebergs into the water.
Yeah, I mean, did you not take Earth and Space Science?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So next up, on Faroe Island, a gigantic octopus crawls ashore and attacks the native village. The mysterious Faroe monster, revealed to be King Kong, arrives and defeats the octopus. Huh, okay, so there's a giant octopus that comes up. King Kong ends up being the monster that they were talking about. King Kong kills the octopus.
I think I've seen a remake version with the exact same thing happens.
Really?
Am I wrong? Every time I see a King Kong photo, there's an octopus in his mouth.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Look for it. It's a brand new one.
What? What are you talking about?
It's a brand new King Kong, the Kong movie.
Whoa. Oh, Skull Island? The new one?
Yeah.
There's a part where he eats a giant squid?
Or he fights it, and oh wait, I think it's like a half dog, half squid, weird squid dog monster.
Wait, what?
Squid wolf.
King Kong versus giant octopus, YouTube.
Or
That's...
look up. It's something weird. It's like a skull dog with like octopus legs.
I'm watching the video right now.
So this movie come out before King Kong was a thing, or the movie, King Kong movie was like what, like 30s, right? Black and white TV and such.
Well, I mean, these are black and white too. Let me King Kong movie. So King Kong versus Godzilla came out in 1965. The first King Kong movie came out in 1933. So yes, King Kong was already a thing.
This is a true cinematic crossover right here.
Yeah, it sure is.
Civil War.
Oh yeah, there's a scene where he fights a giant octopus. Huh. Didn't know that. That's cool.
Is it an actual octopus or is that dog?
It doesn't show it, just shows tentacles.
Yeah. It's some sort of a kaiju, if you would.
Oh. What's weird is King Kong is a American movie, and then it shows up in King Kong versus Godzilla, which is a Japanese movie.
So I guess we had every right to, Gojira, Godzilla.
I guess, I don't know.
They stole our King Kong. We get to make one of them Godzillas.
Godzilla.
One of them Gojiras.
Okay, so King Kong
Matthew
kills.
Broderick told me to do that.
What?
Matthew Broderick told me to say it like that.
Oh, yeah. Ferris Bueller says, all right. That's fine. Okay, so after King Kong kills the giant octopus, he then drinks some red berry juice that immediately puts him to sleep. Okay,
Oh my god.
that's literally the next
What
sentence.
is that? That's like that cartoon show, the Gummy Bears. Some weird shit right there, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Red berry juice. Very few people will know what I'm talking about.
What's the name of it?
Gummy Bears, bro. It's like an animated series where they're like, we're making gummy bear juice. Like they fucking. It's some weird ass shit.
1985, Disney's Adventures of the Gummy Bears.
There we go. There we go.
I've never seen that. It looks terrifying, though.
Listen to the intro song, my dude. That is a banger. That intro song.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
It's kind of never-ending story. Like, there we go. There we go. All right, it's a banger. All right. Here we go. Drop the bass. There we go.
Along with the secret of gummy
Yeah. There we go. Hell yeah.
Fine, I see you getting the gummy bear juice.
Sleepy gummy bear juice everywhere.
That's funny.
I know. Ladies are a fucking hell of a time.
Oh, man. That's pretty funny. Okay, so he drinks the gummy bear juice and he falls asleep. Sakurai and Kinzaburo place Kong in a large raft and transport him back to Japan. Mr. Taco arrives on the ship transporting Kong, but another ship stops them and orders them to return Kong back to Faroe Island. Meanwhile, Godzilla arrives in Japan and begins terrorizing the countryside. Kong wakes up and breaks free from the raft. Reaching the mainland, Kong confronts Godzilla and proceeds to throw giant rocks at Godzilla. Godzilla is not fazed by King Kong's rocks, but attacks and uses his atomic breath to burn him. Kong retreats and after realizing that he is not yet ready to take on Godzilla and his atomic breath. So, it was a fight.
It's got atomic breath. It's hard to beat that.
Yeah, that's like his default flamethrower type move, except it's atomic breath. So the company digs a large pit and lines it with explosives and poison gas and lures Godzilla into it. But Godzilla is unharmed. They then string up a barrier of power lines around the city filled with 1 million volts of electricity, which in the first film, the fence had 50,000 volts. Now it has 1 million volts. So it's a more electrical fence. And
that's more than 10 times as strong.
That's at least twice the amount.
It's at least 3 times as big as the last one. What is this? A fence for ants?
What is this? A fence for ants?
It needs to be 3 times as much electricity as this. I can dig it. All right, all right.
It's in the computer? Oh.
It's
Oh. Oh.
in the fence.
Godzilla's in the million volts fence. Okay, so anyways, it is effective against Godzilla. Kong then approaches Tokyo and tears through the power lines, feeding off the electricity, which seems to make him stronger. Wow.
Feeding off the electricity?
He feeds off of the electricity.
The electricity. Oh my god.
He's feeding
Alright.
off of it. That's weird. I didn't
Okay,
know King
now-
Kong had electric powers.
I thought we were talking about Godzilla. I was like, wait, he eats electricity?
No.
Fucking what?
Kong.
King Kong.
That's
That
even
is-
weirder. Like,
That
at least
is,
Godzilla has some...
blasphemy.
What?
Atomic breath.
Yeah.
What would you say atomic breath is? Is that electricity? What's going on here?
No, that's like radiation.
Oh, atoms. I get it. Okay. All right,
I don't know why,
starting to paint a picture here.
But apparently King Kong has electrical powers. Kong enters Tokyo and captures Fumiko, which is Sakurai's sister. So there's the whole King Kong girl thing going on. The Japanese government launches capsules full of the Faroe Island berry juice in gas form, which puts King Kong to
All
sleep.
right.
And then they're able to rescue
right.
the girl. So they took the berry juice that puts King Kong to sleep.
The gummy bear juice.
The gummy bear juice. They put it in gas form, put him to sleep, save the girl, and then they transport King Kong with balloons to Godzilla. Oh,
What?
okay.
All right. What?
So-
Whoa.
Yeah, they tie a
Okay.
bunch of balloons, King Kong, transport him to Godzilla in the hopes that they will kill each other. The next morning, Kong
They
is
had
dropped.
him in the palms of their hands.
I guess so.
And that's like a Dr. Evil's spoof right there. Or like James Bond, like, we're gonna leave you alone in this room and slowly die. Like,
Yeah.
just poison him. You've already poisoned him once. Just poison him the rest of the way.
Instead of like doing the job, they're like, okay, now I'm not gonna watch you die. I'm gonna let you die over the next, I don't know, 5 hours in a room.
Like, I'm not gonna let his death be on my conscience.
Yeah.
I gotta sleep at
All right,
night.
see you later.
So somebody else do
Here's
it.
a toolkit. Here's a way to get out of the room. Okay, bye. That's what he does.
It's pretty elaborate. They could have just like plugged his nose or something. Then suffocate.
Yeah, I mean, they used the oxygen bomb. Why didn't they just use another oxygen bomb?
The only way to kill King Kong is Godzilla. I'm like, guys, what the fuck?
So they dropped Kong next to Godzilla at the summit of Mount Fuji, and they engage in a
Oh.
final battle. Godzilla initially has the advantage due to his atomic breath and nearly kills Kong. After knocking Kong out with a devastating drop kick and tail smacks him to the head.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
After knocking
I think
Kong
I've
out.
seen these clips before where they're like straight drop kicking, like with a drop.
I gotta watch Godzilla drop kicking King Kong. What? I can't believe it. Okay, so I just looked up a GIF of Godzilla drop kicking. You gotta type in Godzilla drop kick GIF. There's a GIF of Dude, it's so like ridiculous. It's like a 20-foot leap, and then he drops.
Came up.
He drops kicks like this lizard or this bug dude is being held by some other dude. And he jumps up, he's like, yeah. It's so bad.
It's sliding on.
It's clearly a dude in a suit, and they don't even. Oh man, he moves so fast.
That's the thing, yo. They don't even hide the zipper, yo.
They don't even hide it at all. It is so
And they're
clearly.
like, how dare you make Godzilla look bad, you dirty Americans? I'm like, whoa.
Like,
He has a zipper. I understand the technical aspects.
oh man, that is so funny. I did not realize he fought like that. Okay, so he drop kicks and tail smacks King Kong. Godzilla begins burning the foliage around Kong, trying to cremate him. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning from the thunderclouds strike King Kong, reviving him and charging him up. Okay, so King Kong definitely has electrical powers.
All right. So what is it? Is it recuperating his stamina or something?
Yeah, it just gives him health and stamina, I guess.
Makes him feel a little better.
The monsters resume their fight, making their way towards the coastline and destroying the castle before falling off of a cliff together into the Pacific Ocean. After an underwater battle.
I was like fell off into the ocean to get.
Yeah.
How romantic.
After an underwater battle, only Kong resurfaces from the water. As he begins to swim back towards his island home, there is no sign of Godzilla, but the government speculates that it is possible that he survived. End.
No. He falls into the ocean?
That's the end.
Shut up. Oh, shut your mouth. That's it?
That's it. That's the end of the King Kong versus Godzilla, 1962.
They fucking retarded. Like, I think, yeah, well, obviously he's still alive because he just fell into the water.
Yeah, we're only in the third movie, and Godzilla lives in the water. So, yeah.
Was it? Oh, he came out of the water, I assume.
Yeah.
In the first one.
Yeah, he like lives in the water.
I didn't know if that was like already like a concrete thing in the universe at that time.
I guess. In the first one, he came from the water. They tried to kill him in the water. Yeah. He's a water monster.
Oxygen bomb. Got it.
But he breathes oxygen. He's like a whale. He lives in the water, but he breathes oxygen.
Like a crocodile.
Yeah, he has radiation breath like a whale or a crocodile.
Like a giant crocodile with radiation breath.
Okay, so
hold on. They made King Kong look like a total bitch.
Yes,
in my opinion.
They did big time.
They're like a stupid American kaiju.
Look how dumb he drinks this. He goes to sleep.
Electricity. Look, he's not even. That's man-made. You know, like
look at this capitalist drinking the juice, going to sleep, living a lazy life.
Yeah, why don't you drink another bottle of wine, you lazy ape? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I think we definitely were justified in all the Taco Bell commercials of Godzilla 1999.
All the talk about commercials?
Oh, you don't know about the 1999 Godzilla Taco Bell commercial push?
Oh, like they were product placing Taco Bell?
Not in the movie, but like on TV, there was like 10,000 advertisements about Taco Bell and the Godzilla.
I don't remember that, but I just
and shit.
I just Googled. Here's one right here.
And they're like, we got a big cup with Godzilla's face on it. You know. You know how they do that shit.
Just buy a medium or larger drink. If you find Godzilla, use your decoder to reveal what you want.
Yeah. Okay. So they had the Takedo Taco Bell
The
dog.
dog, the Chihuahua.
Yeah, and then Godzilla, and he was trying to capture Godzilla with a box. Okay. I forgot all about that.
Big thing, like if it you knew a movie was like either gonna do well or they were like had some serious big bucks if they were pushing like a big Taco Bell campaign like that.
Oh yeah, they teamed up with Taco Bell, and they're like, we need to push, we need to advertise way more.
We need the opening weekend, dude. That was a thing. Like they need to make money opening weekend or it wasn't gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
they knew it was gonna fucking suck.
Oh, they knew. They did not care.
Well, they cared, but there was nothing they could do at that point.
Yeah, at that point, for sure.
They already overcooked the goose and it was overcooked. You even want to know.
Granted, I saw it when I was a kid and it came out. And I thought it was amazing. Then I watched it again later as an adult and I realized it was not that good.
Yeah.
But as a kid, though, I loved it.
It there was tons of inconsistencies, which fucking are hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the next movie, number 4, Mothra versus Godzilla, 1964, 2 years after King Kong versus Godzilla.
This is one of the legendary ones. Like everybody talks about this one. This is where Godzilla's the good guy, and he's for sure on the side of the government.
Oh, this is the first one where they don't try to kill Godzilla nonstop.
Well, they might tease that they. I think that's the one with the silly drop kick, if I'm not wrong. Like, look at it. Is that the moth? Is that a moth and
I don't know.
Nelson?
I don't know, but it's like a metal robot guy too. Let's see if he's
It
in
looks
here.
like the government trying to help out.
Yeah, it looks like a giant robot.
A beetle or something.
I don't think
That
it
ain't
is.
a moth. That's a beetle.
Yeah, I think that's something else. I don't know. We'll get there though. Okay, so news reporter Ichiro Sakai and photographer Junko Nakanishi take pictures of wreckage caused by a typhoon. They uncover a strange bluish gray object in the debris, not knowing its significance. Later that day, a great egg is discovered on the shore. The local villagers salvage it, and Kumayama, entrepreneur of Happy Enterprises, buys the egg from the local villagers. Instead of letting scientists study the egg, Kumayama intends to exploit it. While Sakai, Junko, and Professor Miura are discussing the egg at a hotel, they spot Kumayama checking in. Kumayama meets with Jiro Turahata. Oh, these names. Man, these names. Oh, my God. These are hard. They're getting harder. Man.
Oh, my God. All right.
I'm trying.
You're the white boys showing.
It's man. I'm trying here.
You got to weave it up just a tiny little bit.
Let me reach my inner weeb really quick. Hang on. Shinderu. What's the death one?
Bakado. All right, sir, I believe in you. You can make it.
That's funny. Thank you. Okay. Kumiyama meets with Jiro, the head of Happy Enterprises. They are unexpectedly confronted by tiny twin girls known as the Shobinji and try to capture them. Wait. So they meet up and then they are confronted by two tiny twin girls,
The Shibenji twins.
the Shibenji twins, and try to capture them.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything.
There
I
must
haven't
be more context somewhere of why they try to capture them, because that's an awfully strange thing to do when you first meet
Oh.
somebody. The Shobenji twins escape and meet with Sakai, Nakanashi, and Mirai. They explain that the egg belongs to Mothra. If the egg hatches, the larva will cause great damage looking for food. So the Shobenji twins know that this is Mothra's egg somehow. And they're like, hey, that's a
So
dangerous
they're
egg.
So they're aliens. Confirmed.
Are they? Their name is
What
not
you-
clickable, so I don't know.
What a click? Oh, a clickable.
Clickable.
I thought you meant like applicable or something.
Oh, no. Like a link. The trio agree to help in an attempt to reason with Kumayama and Torihata, but fail to do so, and the Shibenji twins leave. Mirai informs Sakai and Junko that the strange object they discovered is a radioactive and return to the beach to find the source. Godzilla surfaces from buried mud and attacks Nagoya. Wow. Okay, so just suddenly Godzilla pops up from mud
Damn,
and
it's like
attacks.
a dog whistle.
He attacks Nagoya, which is the largest city in Japan. Well, the largest city in a certain region of Japan. Okay, so suddenly, boom, Godzilla's on the scene. Sakai, Junko, and Mirai travel to a infant island to request the Shibenji twins to send Mothra to defeat Godzilla. The natives and the Shibenji twins initially refuse due to the atrocities inflicted on the island and its inhabitants by nuclear testing, but are eventually convinced. However, the Shibenji twins warn them that Mothra is too old and nearing death.
What? Didn't it just hatch? Hello?
Oh, I get it. Okay, so the egg that washed up on the beach was Mothra's egg. Mothra is like a giant creature that's in their part of the island, but is like a peaceful creature, and they kind of just chill with them.
Well, I'll be
That's it. Okay.
like some sort of forest lord or something.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Because they're in like the Shibenji twins are from the Shibenji tribe, and they're on their own little small island. That's what it is.
I'll be.
So Kimayama confronts Torihata and demands to get back the money that Torihata had recently swindled from him. Kumayama is shot by Torihata, and then he too is killed when Godzilla destroys his hotel. Okay. Godzilla advances on the giant egg, but is interrupted by Mothra. Mothra initially gains the upper hand, but is defeated by Godzilla's atomic breath and dies of exhaustion. The Japanese government launched multiple attacks on Godzilla until two giant larvae hatch from Mothra's egg. They follow Godzilla to Iwa Island, trap it with their silk spray, and force Godzilla into the sea. Sakai, Junko, and Mirai think the Mothra larva. They think the Mothra larva and Shobenji as they return to Infant Island. So
Wow.
the main character is like, okay, so Mothra is the good guy.
Yeah, I'm blown the fuck away, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
What, man?
Yeah, Godzilla's a bad guy still. Mothra's a good guy, but he's old. And he just gets annihilated by Godzilla. The Shibenji tribe didn't want Mothra to go anyways, but he did, and he died. But then two larvae capture Godzilla, and boom, into film.
My God.
Huh.
How big were these eggs? Like, the larvas could like spin a big ass web, catch them. I'm wondering.
It's a big old egg.
Mothra, pretty big, pretty darn big, eh?
Yeah. Okay. So The next movie, 1964, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. So this is the cool one, the three-headed dragon.
Yeah, this is another big one, but if I find out that Ghidorah is working with the Japanese government, I'm gonna flip my fucking shit.
He is?
Heads up. I don't know, man. I literally haven't seen this one, but I know its historical significance.
This film was also the turning point in Godzilla's transformation from villain to hero.
Here we go.
Oh man, I just saw a little sentence right there. Oh, the plot is big. Okay. Reporter.
Big boy plot.
Huh?
Big boy plot.
Yeah, big boy. A lot of stuff going on in this one.
Whole lot of plot.
Reporter Naoko attends a communications session with the UFO Society from her television program. After deeming the session a failure due to Naoko's skepticism, a meteor shower descends on Japan, with the largest crashing into Mount Kurodaki. Shindo, a police detective, and Naoko's brother, is assigned to guard Princess Salno of Selgina from a political assassination during an unannounced visit to Japan. En route to Japan, an alien entity leads Salno to jump from her plane before it explodes. Professor Miura leads a research team to Mount Kurodaki to investigate the large meteor, where they discover it randomly emits magnetic waves. Naoko is sent to investigate a prophetess claiming to be from Venus, who predicts that Rodan will emerge from Mount Aso. Okay, so that was a large amount of exposition right there. So there's a cop. There is a lady who is the sister of the cop who runs a UFO thing. There is a princess that's visiting Japan. And then there's a investigation on a large meteor that's going on. And there's a prophet that's claiming to be from Venus.
Huge cast of characters here.
Man, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So the
And it's
prophetess.
the first 10 minutes.
Yes. But Rodan is a different monster. This movie is called Ghidorah, for the three-headed monster. So I guess there's multiple monsters in this one.
Is it? It's kind of like King of the Monsters, where the one that they remain.
I guess so. Oh, Rodan is the pterodactyl monster.
Yeah, the flying one.
Okay. The prophetess catches the attention of both Shindo and Salno, both who believe her to be dead. Responsible for the assassination plot, Salno's uncle sends the assassin. Wow. Okay. So the cop's uncle is trying to assassinate the princess.
Wow. It gets better and better all the time.
Yeah. So, Rodan awakens in Japan. After participating in a TV program, the Shobenji, Mothra's twin fairies, prepared to depart from home.
Back?
Yeah. After
Oh,
participating in a
not the
TV program. The Shobenji, which are like, I guess it's a different group of people from the same Shobenji tribe.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like Mothra twin fairies is what it says, but they're from the Shobenji tribe.
All right.
So they're about to leave from home, but the prophet tells them not to sail. Naoko takes the prophetess to a hotel to interview her and discover that the Shobenji had followed them, heeding the prophetess's warnings before Godzilla sunk their ship. Okay, so Godzilla's on the scene now, and he sunk their ship. After confirming that the prophetess is Salno, Shindo finds her at the hotel and saves her from Malmus. They evacuate after Godzilla and Rodan converge on the city and battle throughout the countryside. Okay, this is very complicated now. This is up there in the confusing range now.
Getting a little convoluted here, yo.
So there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of monsters, a lot of plot points going on, a lot of characters. Okay. So currently Godzilla and Rodan are fighting. Okay. After Dr. Tsukamoto and after Dr. Tsukamoto determines that the prophetess to be normal, she predicts that the arrival of King Ghidorah, a monster that destroyed her home on Venus, Mirai and his team witness the meteor explode, unleashing the golden three-headed space dragon Ghidorah, who proceeds to attack Matsumoto City. The authorities plea with the Shobinji to summon Mothra for help, but they warn that Mothra alone could not defeat Ghidorah, and their only hope would be for Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra to join forces. Under hypnosis, the prophetess reveals that some Venusians escaped to Earth from Ghidorah and assimilated with humans, resulting in them losing their abilities with the exception of predictions. Wow.
So they're still prophets, but they're aliens.
Yeah, there's a
What,
lot
are they
going
like
on.
reincarnated, or they're like legit aliens?
Yeah. So there's people living on Venus. They have powers. If they come to Earth, they lose their powers, but they can still see the future, kind of. Ghidorah is an alien dragon that killed a lot of people on Venus. Wow. Okay.
Well, there's Venus is the closest planet to the sun. You think you've seen all the remakes? You think they're trying to say he's like a sun dragon?
Venus is the second closest planet. Mercury is the closest.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
What?
Think again.
You thought wrong.
Okay, after Malmus overhears Tsukamoto recommend shock therapy, he increases the voltage knowing will immediately kill her, but fails after the power lines are destroyed by Godzilla. Okay, so this doctor's trying to kill the Venus lady for some reason. Shindo evacuates to the mountains with the prophetess Tsukamoto, Naoko, Mirai, and the Shobinji. Mothra attempts to convince Godzilla and Rodan to set aside their differences to save the planet. So Mothra's like, yo, dogs, why don't we're all the same monsters here. Why don't we just team up and kill this big old alien monster? So Mothra's cool all the time. Okay.
Who knew? So this is literally the movie that they King of the Monsters ripped off.
Yeah, this is the new one. I guess that one was a remake.
Yeah, I guess this old one was a remake of this new one.
Yeah.
Because some time traveler went back in time and did the movie first.
The Venus lady
Mandela effect.
used her powers to look at a movie in the future. Weird.
That's probably it. That Venus lady was really there.
Okay.
On set.
So Mothra attempts to convince Godzilla and Rodan to set aside their differences to save the planet, but both refuse due to years of harassment from the humans.
What?
They're both like, what? Save this planet with all these weird little people on here? No. They've been trying to kill me this whole time.
What? This is Rodan? Or
Rodan is the pterodactyl.
Oh, yeah. So who's trying to save him? I'm sorry.
Mothra, Godzilla, and Rodan need to team up to kill Ghidorah. But Rodan and Godzilla don't want to team up because the people on the planet have been trying to kill them since day one. So they're like, no, I don't want to save this planet.
So they're gonna let the planet be destroyed, and then once it is destroyed, they're gonna fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they just said, but they are dumb monsters. Okay, so after seeing Mothra attempt to battle Ghidorah on her own, Godzilla and Rodan rush in to fight with her. The prophetess wanders off and regains her memories after Malmus nearly kills her. Shindo protects her in time and Malmus falls to his death. The monsters overwhelm Ghidorah and force it to flee into outer space. Prior to departing from home, Princess Salno reveals to Shindo that she doesn't recall her recent memories as the prophetess, but remembers the 3 events when Shindo saved her. And thanks to him and Naoko for their help. Godzilla and Rodan watch as Mothra journeys back home with the Shibinji, who bid farewell to all. Oh, okay, that one was complicated.
Sir, I think you've been saying this wrong the whole time. It's King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah?
Or is
What's
this
a king of? He ain't
is
no
this-
king here. Maybe
this
king on his
Baby
own planet.
Ghidorah? Is this which movie is this? The 91 version?
No, this is the 1964 version.
Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the 1964 Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster. Next up is 1964 Invasion of Astro Monster. That's cool. What does Astro Monster look like?
Yeah, I'm looking it up too. Mecha King Ghidorah? Oh my god.
Oh, man.
I can't wait till we see that.
That'd be cool. I think they were teasing that in the latest Godzilla movie. I think they showed like a metal arm or something like that. Oh, man, this plot's even more complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. In the 1960s, 2 astronauts, Fuji and Glenn, yes, 2 names that are easy, okay, are sent to investigate the surface of the mysterious Planet X. There they encounter advanced and seemingly benevolent human-like beings called the Zilenians and their leader, the Controller. The aliens usher the astronauts into their underground base, and moments later, the surface is attacked by a creature that the Zilenians call Monster Zero, but which the astronauts recognize as King Ghidorah, a planet-destroying monster that has attacked Earth once before. The monster eventually leaves, but the controller states that King Ghidorah has been attacking repeatedly, forcing them to live underground in constant fear. He requests to borrow the Earth's monster Godzilla and Rodan to act as protectors to fight it once more. In return for the cure for cancer, the astronomers return to Earth and deliver the message. So they come to this planet. King Ghidorah is attacking this planet. This planet has the cure for cancer. So they take it back to Earth, and they're like, okay, we're going to give you Godzilla and Rodan to fight off Ghidorah.
The boys are back in town, the dynamic duo.
Meanwhile, an inventor named Tetsuo has designed a personal alarm that emits an ear-splitting electric siren. He sells it to a businesswoman named Namikawa, but she disappears before paying him. Tetsuo is romantically involved with Fuji's sister, Haruno, but Fuji disapproves, finding him unworthy of Haruno. Tetsuo sees Namikawa with Glenn and later follows her, but he is captured and imprisoned by zillion spies.
Bazillion spies. What the hell is that?
Zillion is the race of people that are on that planet X.
Like Godzillion? Like Zilla?
Wait, what?
1991 Godzilla.
No.
Taco Bell Godzilla? Is that the one? Planet
No.
Taco Bell?
Planet Zillion. Mazillion.
Zillin.
Godzillion. Babillion. 1 billion Godzillions.
One zillion dollars. All right.
$1 billion.
100 zillion dollars. Okay, all right. So we have space travel at this point. Dude, I could totally see a Mecha God Ghidorah, a Godzilla thing.
Yes.
Coming already it's on the horizon if they've got space
I
travel.
can already see it. They're already talking about aliens and prophets. So
Remember
there's
that
nothing that's
last
out of
guy that we
bounds.
beat? Yeah, wait, in the year 1960. Oh my god. The
With the
distant
X?
future of 1960.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when was this made? 19. No,
64.
it was made in 64.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
It came out in
so
65.
they're not sticking with like current. This is an accelerated race of humans because
Well,
giant monsters.
I don't think that I think it's not really a futuristic movie. I think it's still set in the current time. But I don't really
It's
know.
clearly set in the current time because it was 1960X and released in 1965. So
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
they
Glenn and
have space
Fuji.
travel and the cure for cancer and all sorts of stuff, and they're going to be transferring Godzilla to another planet. And like that's
Oh yeah,
that's a
there's a lot
futuristic
going on.
society. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
No, all good. Glenn and Fuji begin to worry that the Zillennians may have ulterior motives. Their suspicions appear confirmed when 3 Zillion spacecrafts appear in Japan. The controller apologizes for coming to Earth without permission. The Zillions locate Godzilla and Rodan, both sleeping, and use their technology to transport them to Planet X. They also bring Glenn, Fuji, and the scientist Sakurai with them. After a brief confrontation, the Earth monsters succeed in driving King Ghidorah away. Glenn and Fuji sneak away during the battle and encounter 2 Zillion women, both of whom look identical to Namikawa. Zillion guards confront the astronauts and bring them back to the controller, who reprimands but does not punish them. The astronauts are given a tape with instructions for the miracle cure and sent them home, leaving Godzilla and Rodan behind. The tape is played for the world's leaders, but instead it contains an ultimatum demanding that they surrender Earth to the Zillions or be destroyed by Godzilla, Rodan, and King Ghidorah, who are all under the control of the aliens.
Bastards.
So they done double crossed them.
So they pretended to be under attack by Ghidorah?
No, it seemed like they were legitimately under attack. Oh, no, because they suddenly have the ability to mind control. So no, they were mind controlling. Yeah, they were mind controlling Ghidorah from the beginning. Yep.
Bastards.
But now they mind control Godzilla, Rodan, and King Ghidorah.
They were like, oh man, they honey potted them.
Yep.
That's
Glenn
ridiculous.
storms. Huh?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little, but here's what happened. Glenn storms into Namikawa's office and finds her in Zillion garb. She admits that she is one of their spies, but confesses that she has fallen in love with him. Her commander arrives to arrest Glenn and executes Namikawa for letting emotion cloud her judgment, but not before she slips a note into Glenn's pocket. Glenn is taken to the same cell as Tetsuo. They read Namikawa's note, which explains that the sound from Tetsuo's invention disrupts the Zillennials' electronics. Tetsuo has a prototype with him, which he activates, weakening their captors and allowing them to escape. So, you remember the little invention that he made at the beginning?
No.
Well, at the very beginning, he made this little invention that emits a sound wave that interrupts Yeah, and it just so happened that it is useful.
He distracted the guards with it.
Yes.
All right.
Sakurai and Fuji.
Is like a sonic cannon or something, or like a sonic grenade, or
I guess it's probably like a watch that he just turns on.
I wonder if he needs hearing protection for it.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Hmm.
Sakurai and Fuji build a device to disrupt the Zillions' control over the monsters. Glenn and Tetsuo arrive to share the Zillions' weakness. As the monsters attack, Sakurai's device is activated, and the sound from Tetsuo's alarm is broadcast over the radio. The invasion is thwarted, and the Zillions, unable to fight back or retreat, destroy themselves in mass. The monsters awaken from their trances and fight ensues. All three topple off a cliff. King Ghidorah flies away into outer space, while those watching speculate that Godzilla and Rodan are probably still alive. Fuji acknowledges Tetsuo's important role in the victory and no longer thinks poorly of him. Sakurai states that he wants to send Glenn and Fuji back to the planet X to study the planet thoroughly. The astronauts are reluctant, but make the best of the moment, happy that Earth is safe. Yay! So that movie introduced a lot of stuff.
Like aliens. Confirmed.
Aliens, mind control, all kinds of crazy things.
So what, they wiped out the invading force of the Zillions, and now they're going to wipe the rest of them out, I assume, when they go to investigate the planet further.
Yeah. So the Astro Monster was actually Ghidorah.
So 2 movies in a row with the same monster.
The same 3 monsters.
Same 3 monsters. I was about to say Rodan and Godzilla are apparently friends.
Yeah. Mothra wasn't in this one, though.
So Ghidorah is just like a space dragon through and through. He doesn't even need to breathe air. He's a total powerhouse.
Yeah. He's a straight up alien space dragon.
It's kind of overpowered.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, you do have Godzilla and you got to team up to beat him. So it's like, okay. It's like a normal superhero movie with a big villain.
Oh my god, it's the Justice League.
Yeah.
Monsters. All right. I can dig it.
Yes, it is. Okay, so let's end this one here. This is going to be a multi-parter because there's so many movies. We'll pick back up on number 7, Ibira Horror of the Deep.
Oh, I smell an octopus monster.
Oh, you got anything to say about these movies?
I'm glad that they're flushing out the universe like this, you know? All right. I'm glad they did.
Yeah, it's really cool to see these.
It does sound a bit convoluted, but, you know, you build steam and it's turned Godzilla into the powerhouse it is today. I wish this Corona shit would get over with so they can get back to making movies.
Yeah, same here.
we were owed a Godzilla movie by now.
Scroll down. King Kong versus Godzilla is the next one.
Yeah.
2021. I'm excited.
Yeah, it was probably going to be delayed, but
Probably going to be amazing.
yeah, I thought the newer one was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I love them. I like them a lot.
Yeah, I think they were trying to like do a crossover for Skull Island and Godzilla, and they're about to have the beat
Yeah.
down next year.
Okay,
I
well.
hope it's good.
Yep. This has been Godzilla. This is Learn the Burner. I'm Garrett.
And this is Neville.
And I'll see you later.
Bye.